Click subscribe and bell icon to get regular notifications.
Hello, I am Dr. G. Ramesh, Consultant Interventional Cardiologist at Yashoda Hospital, Secunderabad. Today we will be discussing about assessment of coronary artery disease. Heart disease can present to us in two different ways. One is in emergency, the other is in non-emergency. In emergency, patient basically presents with a heart attack. So those patients generally come to a casualty. In any patient with heart attack, we generally do an angiogram. Once we confirm the patient has got heart attack, the confirmation is by doing an ECG and echo and a blood test called troponin. Once patient's heart attack gets confirmed, we go and take the patient for an angiogram. Most of these patients on angiogram have a very critical block. Most of them will be having a block of about 80 to 90%. So these patients generally would need a stenting, or if the patient has got multiple blocks, an emergency bypass surgery. So in a patient with emergency, the diagnosis is generally more clear. After angiogram also, most of them they would need further revascularization in the form of stenting or bypass surgery. In a non-emergency patient where they come to us to the OPD with either two things. One, patient has got some symptoms in the form of angina and walking, means patient has got chest pain when he walks, or patient has got shortness of breath when he is walking. So these sort of patients who come to us with exertional symptoms can be managed in a different way. So we generally do a treadmill test if the patient's symptoms are not very clear, or sometimes the patient themselves get a treadmill test and come back. Suppose the patient's TMT is positive and they are stable, then we do an angiogram. Once we do an angiogram, then we can decide if the patient needs a stent based on the tightness of the block. If the patient's block is more than 70%, most of the time they would need a stenting. If it is less than 70%, then we would avoid stenting for those patients, managed medically. So FFR is called as fractional flow reserve. So in a patient where after an angiogram we find that the block is around 60 to 70% or 50 to 70%. Or basically to say the patient has got borderline block. Patient has got symptoms, we have done an angiogram. If the angiogram shows a block which is critical, more than 70 or 80%, then you would need a stenting. Suppose the patient has got a borderline block, then we would do a test called FFR. This is basically done with a wire called a fractional flow reserve wire. So this wire we pass it across the block and then see the pressures distal to the block and proximal to the block, that is after the block and before the block. So we will do an assessment of the lesion or the block and then decide if the patient needs a stenting or not. So there's a specific value called as 0.8. If the patient's FFR value is less than 0.8, we generally go ahead and stent that patient. Basically that means a FFR value of less than 0.8 indicates the blood flow to that blood vessel is coming down. Basically it tells that you need stenting for it. Suppose the patient, once we do an angiogram, find the patient's block is borderline, do an FFR. If FFR comes more than 0.8, then generally we can leave the patient on medical management without a need for stenting. There are two more methods of assessment of coronary artery disease. One is called as intravascular ultrasound or IVUS. Another is a OCT or optical coherence tomography. Intravascular ultrasound is basically using ultrasonic waves, as the name mentions. So these two modalities again can be assessed for two things. So whenever we do an angiogram for a patient and find there is a block, we can further assess those blocks by two things. One is by intravascular ultrasound, other is by optical coherence tomography. Intravascular ultrasound uses sonic waves or sound waves. Optical coherence tomography uses light waves. So these are an additional modalities or imaging modalities used to assess the significance of the block, the tightness of the block. Again, to suppose we are doing stenting for the patient to assess the post-stent result. So whenever a patient, we do an angiogram, find the patient has got a block, we can directly put a stent. But better thing would be to assess the block properly, whether the block has got a lot of calcium, whether the block is extending more than we thought, and to know the exact diameter of the blocks. So for this we use one of these methods, either in intravascular ultrasound or optical coherence tomography. So once we pass these catheters inside the vessels, we assess the size of the vessel, the diameter of the vessel, the tightness of the block, that is before stenting. Once we stent the patient also, again we can assess whether the stent is deployed properly, whether the expansion is proper, are there any further leaks, are there any extension of disease, either proximally or distally. So to assess the pre-stent, post-stent result, the IVUS and OCT are very useful in a patient whom we are planning to do a stent for these patients. Normally all of us know that we would need an angiogram for a patient with severe chest pain or a patient with heart attack. Many of these patients, after doing an angiogram, where the blocks are borderline, we can assess them further by doing a fractional flow reserve or FFR. FFR will guide us to determine whether the patient needs stenting or we can manage medically based on a certain value. Second point, if the patient is planned to do a PTC or stenting, we can do an intravascular ultrasound or optical coherence tomography, IVUS or OCT, to further elaborate the size of the vessels, to further see the significance of the block, the tightness of the block, and see the post-stenting result. So these are additional modalities in addition to angiogram to make our to fine-tune the results. So FFR can be used for a borderline lesion, but IVUS and OCT can be used for a borderline lesion and can be used for significant lesions also to assess the stenting, pre-stenting and post-stenting results.